Feng Shui in the garden, today's topic of the video. Because I always talk that I use these principles of Feng Shui compass, but what are they really about? Let's find out. So Feng Shui is an ancient form of designing what's surrounding you in a way that influences your health and well-being. And I think good Feng Shui can make your garden even more attractive for different purposes, from relaxing to entertaining your guests. And it's quite easily to apply it in your garden. There are two principles that Feng Shui consists of, and they are Qi energy and Yin and Yang. And Qi energy is a positive cosmic energy, the life force, and the nice flow of Qi energy in the garden or in your space creates a feeling of harmony around you. And also you should be aware that there is a good Qi and bad Qi. Good Qi is when the energy flows smoothly and it doesn't flow too fast or too slow, and it's just perfect. It doesn't go into straight lines, it smoothly goes around the obstacles or along the curvy paths. And bad Qi is when the energy goes all way too fast or stagnating. If, for example, the best description would be if you look at the pond that doesn't have anything moving around it or doesn't have any waterfalls or water streams, it feels quite stagnating, especially in the evenings when you don't hear any birds anymore, they're going to sleep and the garden feels too sleepy. This is a bad Qi energy, and there are lots of different ways to change that. And by just turning on the waterfall that we have in our garden, we change the whole feeling of the garden. So our goal when we create in the garden is to enhance the good Qi energy to create that harmony around you. And the second principle is the concept of yin and yang. And according to Taoists, everything could be divided into two opposites. The best example will be the shadow and light, the openness of the space and some hidden parts of your garden, or the stillness and movement, or the stillness of the water and the quite fast flow of the waterfall. And the movement of those two energy flows makes the Qi energy flow even better, makes it more alive. So remembering these rules and principles will help you to improve some things in your garden, but don't always just follow the rules strictly. You can always rely first on your feeling in the garden. So for that, I would recommend you to go in the garden in different times of the day. For example, in the early morning, you would catch the very, very soft, low light, and you will see your garden in the way you don't see it usually. And you will hear different sounds of nature because it's awakened, but the world around you is still sleeping. So it's quite interesting feeling. And then next time go in the middle of the day because the light is very harsh, but you will see the most light and most dark parts of your garden. And then in the evening you will see this golden light and some parts of the garden that don't usually lit up during the day. And make notes on that and write down what you've explored. And then I would really recommend you to make a sketch of your garden as you can. Don't have to be an artist, just make a sketch, flat lay of your garden with all the trees, all the paths, all the objects. And after you've done everything with all the buildings, try to draw a flow of the energy and feel how it feels. And then that will help you to understand which parts of the garden need to balance them more, which parts need more plants or less plants. You can trim branches to open the space or plant more big trees or bushes if you want to create more shadowy spaces. So width of space, lines, textures, obstacles, sound, light and shadow, it all affects the flow of energy. And keep that in mind when you are trying to improve your garden, and I hope you will succeed. And if you have any questions, I will be happy to answer and help you. So leave them in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Have a lovely week.